Got back from Old Rose. I picked up the six-pack. I'm sitting here in the basement recording. Michael has now moved his quarters down into our beautiful recreation room. And I thought I'd send you a few words there. I came back from Old Rose and we had a little meeting there today. I'm down here with Jasper the cat. He just woke up. He probably thinks it's time to eat. Whenever he hears my voice, that's all he does is go for the food. But your mother went with her sister Eileen today to a wake. The woman that died was the woman that brought your grandmother over from Ireland. And the freezer, I want to tell you, has not worked. We're praying that it'll work, but I told your mother, I said, yeah, freezer will never work. There's no plug on it. But she expects some miracles to happen. But I have to tell you this, that we went up to the horizon, your mother and I, with Jim and Dan. Robert gave us his passes, and we saw Mark Aguirre set an all-time DePaul record. Oh, the reason the reason Michael got our beautiful rec room, Brian has moved in with one of his boyfriends in the city. And I don't know if you know that Polak cousin, your mother's first cousin, the Polak she married. He's a policeman in Morton Grove. He stopped Brian for a cracked windshield, wanted to search his trunk, took him into the station, and searched him and frisked him and put him on a $1,000 bond. And I have to tell you, I don't really understand people in this world. They look for trouble. And, you know, I just, would you do me a favor? Tell that old girl, Mrs. Sellers, that, boy, I really miss her today. If she was here, I'd take a ride with her. The streets are all ice. And she wouldn't even know I was in the car, because I'd have my prayer book and I'd be praying that we'd both get there safely. And tell Kirk's dad, tell old David, that I've got to get him a bottle of Grand Marnier there some way, so it's good for your ticker, they tell me. But I know he can use a little of that. I'm going to try and get that to him. Now, the thing that I want to know is, has Kirk put up the walls yet? Has he put up any insulation or drywall there? Because, you know, I have to have evidence. You know, you keep telling me, oh, we do this and we put up that, but I have to have evidence. Your mother will tell you that. You know, your mother, tomorrow's St. Valentine's Day. Jesus, I don't know whether to buy a 50-cent card or a dollar card, because the last time I bought a dollar card, I came in, she hit me. I said, what the hell you hit me for? She said, you could have put that dollar to better use. I said, yeah, you're right. But that's my last dollar, and I said, you're worth it. And she agreed after I had to talk for a while to convince her that this here was the best thing that I could do. And she gave me a big kiss. Oh, did she give me a big kiss? Yeah. But then she gave me a dirty look, because I think she was looking for a 5-pound box of chocolates.
Renal function. We do simple clinical testing of hearing while they're in the hospital.
Doctor, I don't want to have any tests. What do you want to test me for? You have your own clinic and leave me alone, doctor. Leave me in my basement. Don't bother me.
Well enough to get on.
I just want to say to you, to Kirk and Colleen, if your mother, Kirk, was driving to Morton Grove and that Polak picked her up, took her to the station, and he started frisking her, I know what your mother's doing to him. I don't have to. I know what she's doing to him. I think that Polak, we're going to have to investigate him. I think he may like boys. I called Brian. I said, Brian, you be careful of that guy the next time. But for some guy to do that, I said to Patsy, I said, I think he gives everybody a ticket that's taller than he is. And he's 5'1", so you can see it. Even Mrs. Sellers would have a tough time driving through Morton Grove with this guy. You see, these little guys, they think they're conquerors of the world or something. But he really used very poor judgment there. And we went to Gertie Burns, who is your cousin, who passed away. We were at the wake there, and that's Tom O'Malley, your Uncle Tom O'Malley, and the boys. There's 3 boys in the Chicago Police Department, and Robert was talking to one of the young men who's a city policeman, and he was apologizing. He was apologizing for this guy. I think maybe that guy. I remember years ago when they used to pick up dogs. You know, these policemen used to look for dogs. I think he would probably. Maybe he wants to be a chief of police or something. I don't know what the hell the guy wants to be, but I don't think he could make anything. This guy, he's going to Oakland College, and they have a lot of illiterates there. He probably gets his test fixed. But when I heard what he done to Brian, it really shook me up. It really shook me up, because I have always felt that friends in life are to help people, not hurt them. And Doctor, would you come in and say a few words to Kirk and Colleen for me?
Our patients who were in shock and had a poor renal output. Since 1959 or 1960, when we've settled on a reasonable dose for the premature and the full-term newborn.
Doctor, 1960, you're going back 20 years, Doctor. Now, I don't want to go back 20 years with this here. 1969, I don't even know, I don't even remember that far back.
And one group received nothing. He used the dose.
Received nothing? I don't expect nothing, Doctor. Well, what do we have to do? Go to the welfare?
He could see absolutely no difference in the range of hearing acuity.
My hearing, Doctor, has been always fine. It was my brother that had the hard time hearing. Yeah, he had trouble hearing, Doctor. You must have me mixed up with my brother.
Discuss vestibular disturbance, both in kanamycin and gentamicin. Would you care to compare the ototoxic
I'm
effect?
not going to compare gentamicin with minocycline, Doctor, because it has no interest with us, Doctor. And then you go into the hearing aid. Now, I think probably Kirk's mother has problems hearing, because when I was in the car riding with her and told her to slow down, she went faster, Doctor. You see, I think that's probably what, if you could probably talk to Kirk's mother, it would help her.
From either kanamycin or gentamicin, with the exception of an occasion.
Well, Mrs. Keller don't need any gentamicin or kanamycin, Doctor. All she needs is a pillow on the accelerator to slow her down when she's driving, Doctor. That's all she needs.
Potential of kanamycin is somewhat greater than gentamicin, but not so great as dihydrostreptomycin. On the
Dihydrostreptomycin, it's not that, Doctor. It's that Kirk's mother has a heavy foot driving, Doctor. That's what we have the problem with. We don't need all these fancy words with Kirk's mother. She has trouble driving. To go to Edna's house, you have to go up in the mountains, Doctor.
Well, one of the problems that we face is patients who are seriously ill who would
Dr. Edna's feeling fine. We just want to go up in the mountains to visit her when we were there. She was not a patient.
Be difficult to assess correctly vestibular or auditory function.
Dr. Edna had nothing wrong with her vestibular functions, Doctor. I'm trying to tell you that. She had nothing. It was a foggy night, and we were driving, and we had a little trouble getting up the road.
extension of vestibular function, but in fact it is better than nothing.
I think we ought to remark about
That's what I said to my wife when I was going up to Edna's doctor. To get a ride from Kirk's mother was better than nothing. And I said, if we get there, please be happy, because it's better than nothing.
Well, I think in general, if one compares, let's say, kanamycin with neomycin, that reversibility seems to be more characteristic of
I
kanamycin.
said to Edna when we came down for breakfast, Edna said, what would you like? I said, I like some geomycin or kanamycin. She said, well, we don't have any. Would you like some bacon and eggs? I said, it's not on my diet, but we'll give it a try.
I feel that we have slightly more latitude with kanamycin dosage than we do with gentamicin dosage, and I'm sure there's no side effect that's worse than...
That's what I said to Edna when I had the breakfast. I said, will there be any side effects, Edna? And she said, well, it's all fresh food, or how could there be any side effects? I said, well, when I was driven here by Kurt's mother and I said I went to bed, I woke up at night shaking. I said it was little side effects from the ride. Now, I don't know. you know, the food, I don't know, Edna. I don't know whether to trust you or not. I've been learning all these scat songs, and maybe when I get there, maybe Dave will sing an Irish song for me. But I can see him as it was yesterday, singing this song, and this here was such a happy time in my life. And I can remember your father singing, you take the high road, and I'll take the low road. And we'll be to Scotland before you. Now you and my Bonnie will be there. Now, you know, Dave, I don't know the words that good, but I'm going to practice up on the words, and I got to get a songbook for you. But I got to tell you that in my life that was probably one of my very happy days, because Liz was so happy. She was always patting me on the back and going to the airport, picking up people and backing up the car and going through the mud. Oh, Jesus, I said to myself, oh, God, what a woman. What a woman, I said to myself. The only problem that changed my mind was that I became a passenger. I became a passenger. We were in the car, we backed up. I think we hit a truck or something. And I said to Patsy, am I okay, Patsy? She said, don't worry, you don't want to sue them, Bob. Don't be suing them. I said, but my neck is stiff, Patsy.
Has to use the appropriate dose and be cautious and monitor these people.
Doctor, the dose I've been taking for my neck, it still bothers me, doctor, and this is a few years later. Would you suggest that I do something before the statute of limitations run out, doctor? Here's your glasses right here, Pat. Tell Colleen who's with us today, Pat.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Colleen. This is your mother. Aunt Helen is here today with us, and she brought the sunshine with her. Let's see, what else do I have to tell you now?
I brought you 3 paperbacks.
Oh, wonderful. She brought me our reading material for the week. Helen, do you want to tell Colleen and Kirk what's new?
What's new? Well, nothing is very new. We've had such heavy snow and ice, and I haven't even been able to get out and have fun or enjoy lunch with people. Nobody wants to go out in the ice and the snow. You say so.
Go to New York. Go with Liz.
I'll go to St. Petersburg.
Let's see what else now. Yesterday I went to a funeral, my mother's cousin, Mary Geiger. That's the third
I
funeral.
told
And
her.
oh, did you? You're telling my news. And let's see now. I talked to Kevin this morning, and they're enjoying 60-degree weather, which I knew you'd be happy to hear. And Taj's birthday is on the 27th of this month. You asked me to send you a list of birthdays, and I'll do that.
What about Oscar?
Oh, tell her I want to thank her for the beautiful letter or note that she sent me.
Hear that?
She really is a very good writer.
See, Colleen, there's where your talent is in writing.
Writing. Excellent.
I asked Eileen, she said her girlfriend is into sciences, our Eileen, and I said, how come you don't, those are my pens, Bob. Dad saw some of my mail here, and I sent him for some pens with coupons. But anyhow, she said that her fort is in English, and I think everybody in our family, they do well in English, and nobody is interested in sciences. I don't know, it must be the strain, the Irish strain or something, which has some good Sherman blood.
Well, Patsy, they're Catholics. You want to be Christian Science, do you?
What are you talking about?
They're Catholic, she said.
Who's a Catholic?
You are. You don't want the kids to be Christian Science.
I didn't even discuss that. I'm talking about. Oh. That's all right. I'm all right. Let's see. Did you tell Colleen Kirk that Michael went up to see Tom last
No, I
night?
didn't tell her that.
And he brought home some pictures of Tommy. One was in the newspaper, one they had on exhibit. And let's see. What else now, Bob?
What else, Patsy? I don't know what else, Patsy. You owe me money. I couldn't find the pastries. They're in there.
And the pastries are all gone.
Yeah, well,
Oh, it was good too. I enjoyed it.
here's the receipts, Patsy.
Thank you, Bob. Did you buy any milk?
No, I didn't get it.
You know, Colleen and Kirk have a wood-burning stove, and she said the house gets so warm that they could easily leave the door open
That's surprising.
Isn't that wonderful?
From wood burning.
from wood-burning
Yeah.
stove. And
Oh.
Yeah, Kirk cuts all the wood.
oh, he's
That's
a
what-
wonderful boy, that
Well,
Kirk.
he says he cuts it, but I think Colleen cuts it.
Ah, Colleen, not in her condition, please. We have to take care of little Kirk. Let's see. Kevin said that Sarah is going to a preschool now where she's learning. Actually learning. It's not like a babysitting. And he said some Irish woman runs it. It's called St. Michael's, but he doesn't know what denomination it is.
Lost Pat's father's name.
And would you?
Just talked about what you're going shopping.
Oh yes, I'm going to go shopping. I knew that would thrill
Tell
you.
her about Robert's garbage truck.
Oh, what about Robert's garbage truck?
He puts garbage in.
Oh, Robert puts garbage in his garbage truck. Did you know that, Colleen? It's very interesting. Now, Helen, tell me some more.
I don't know anything too exciting.
You know, Helen was contemplating on
Oh.
going to Colorado, but tell them about what the fare is there. now.
Last year the fare was $150.
Yeah.
Now it's $257 with a possible increase of 5% before too long.
That's a crime, isn't it, Colleen? I wonder how much it is to go to New York.
So I doubt whether I'll be going to Denver or to Colorado this year.
I hope you can. I hope someday that Bob is able to go out there and see Colorado.
Oh, I love Colorado.
I think he'd enjoy it.
He's never seen
No.
Oh my.
I don't think he has, unless
No.
when we were single. But maybe he can drive out there. I don't know if the car would last. Would it?
No, our car never lasted. I took a chance at Dominic's. We're going to win a new car.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Oh, how did you take a chance there?
Well, your mother said she'd pray for me.
Oh, my mother did?
Yeah. So That's how I know we're gonna
Oh,
win.
what is it? A small car or a big car?
Station wagon.
Ooh, whoopee! Who's gonna put the gas in it?
Liz.
Oh, Liz is gonna put the gas in it. You know the gas
I
is
gotta take Liz for a ride.
Bob. What? How much is the gas now? $1.40 what?
$1.45.
$1.45 a gallon, Colleen, and
Probably
Kevin
more.
pays around $1.20, I think he said.
Regular though. This is
Oh, I don't know. I didn't ask him that. We got him out of bed. It was what
8
time
o'clock.
was it here?
8 o'clock.
Was it 8 o'clock at his house
Yeah.
or here?
At his house.
An
Oh.
hour's difference.
Yeah, and what else did he say? I'm trying to think. He'd like to take a trip to Mexico, and I said, what do you want to go down there for? Yeah, I have no desire to go to
I
Mexico.
would never go to Mexico.
And he said it's very colorful and the people are nice, and I just, to me, it's like disease
That's
and
all I could think of.
Diarrhea.
diarrhea, yeah. Pleasant thoughts.
Watch everything you drink, probably what you eat.
Well, I told him if he wanted to, he said, how about the children? He said, would you take care of the children? I said, I'd be happy to. I said, just fly them in.
Yeah.
We'll pick them up at the airport. He said Taj isn't walking, crawling. She just walks. I told him that she just doesn't want to get dirty. She's a very clean
Oh,
little
she has
girl.
to crawl.
Well, some kids don't want to crawl. What are you
That's
going to do?
important. You have to crawl.
Well, she can crawl after she learns how to walk. Let's see. Is anybody else getting married around here? Anybody else getting married, Bob?
No. Because Kirk was going to fix my chimney now. I left the trowel was still waiting.
Oh, the trowel is still up by the chimney?
Yeah.
Do you think it's gone, rusted?
No, it's there. No.
Excuse me,
that's the
Colleen,
phone,
I have
yeah.
to answer the phone.
Yeah. Well,
Hello?
it's not for you.
Hi, Mary Pat. I'm
Oh,
just
it's
talking to
Mary
Colleen
Pat.
on the tape. Do you think you could yell real loud and say hello? All right. Say hello, Colleen. Did you hear it? Do it again.
Let me see if we got it.
That's a good girl. Well, she'll debate with herself about calling because she'll figure, oh, that's too expensive. But in the end, she'll call because she hates writing because she thinks her spelling is bad, etc. So anyhow, I bought her these little notes. I don't know how big they are. They have initials on them. Did you ever see them in fields?
No.
They have your own initial. They have it like all the E's, and then they go A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You can find them in little packets. It's got her initials E.G. on it. About this big. And I sent it to her for her birthday. That it's short notes that she doesn't have to write a whole letter because this bothers her. So I hope she gets the message.
They were expensive too. Yeah.
$8.50.
Yeah.